Hey, Drew.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. You know, I'm alive and well, so not much more I could ask for other than that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel really blessed to be alive and well during this, crazy time we find ourselves in.
Yeah.
How's business going?
Well, things are very uncertain, with the whole pandemic that was going on, we weren't sure what was going to happen for Right Point. As you know, the service we provide is purely a digital experience, and so most of our operations could easily be moved to being online. However, our workflow and production pipeline heavily revolves around our teams working together.
Mhm.
They need to be able to communicate face to face when it comes to making decisions about the digital experience we create for our customers. So the Zoom video conferencing services, we create has worked marvelously for fulfilling that need, and that has helped serve our clients who have asked for our services. The problem is, really, to be honest with you, it's just the economy. With it now being in a recession, right? It means most of our companies are getting their marketing budgets cut, and so it just means we've lost a lot of business. And so most likely the fiscal year, we're going to need to save as much much money as we can.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm glad Zoom was able to help you out as much as we could, but on the bright side, this looks like it will probably be one of the fastest recessions we've seen. So hopefully Red Point will be back to where it was before as soon as possible.
Oh, I hope so.
So I'm assuming
Yeah.
that the reason you canceled our service is because the pandemic's over and you, like you said, you need to save as much money as possible, right?
Right. Exactly. And social distancing is kind of closed out now, obviously. But yes, I mean, even though we did love the system, don't get me wrong, it was great, and it really appreciate everything you did. But how it was able to fulfill that virtual need instead of face-to-face meetings. But we no longer see the need for the service with things apparently switching back to normal. And so, like the other thing I mentioned earlier, we're trying to cut costs as much as we can. Again, loved working with you, but if we no longer require the service we need to invest the money, we'd spend on Zoom Info right now for Right Point.
Yeah, I can certainly understand how at this time and place it doesn't seem like you have any need for it. It looks like the pandemic's over and everything's going to go back to normal. However, a lot of things are still uncertain. We don't know how much your employees are going to want to be back in small groups or in large groups together. We don't know if there's going to be a second wave potentially, or if in the next coming years there's going to be multiple new strains of the same virus, and we're going to have multiple world pandemics. But if I could, Dean, I would like to show you a way I found out that Zoom could be used to fulfill your need of saving money by cutting some of your operating expenses. Does that sound good to you?
I mean, saving money and cutting costs is a primary need here at Right Point. So I am open to hearing about that opportunity.
Okay, well, fantastic. So the way it works is, we've had a lot of companies do this already. Essentially, is what you've been doing so far is you've had pretty much everyone working remotely, right? You haven't been using your office spaces.
Correct.
So the idea that I've seen a lot of companies take a hold is by cutting a certain amount to all of their office space and just having their employees work remotely. And I actually have a couple of graphs here that show you a way that how it would look, how much money you could save over the next 5 years if you cut 10, 25 to 50% of your office space.
Wow. There's potential to save a lot of money here. Everything looks good according to predictions, and I would love it if this was proven, but it seems like it might be too optimistic and not realistic enough as something we could. I think we might have some more realistic opportunities that will certainly save us the money we need.
Yeah, I mean, I can certainly see that. And I can see why. I kind of predicted you would say this. So Energy, BBDO, I know you know them. They're on Michigan Ave.
Yep.
Another digital marketing agency. they actually had similar doubts, and then they realized they had an opportunity with their lease that they could actually try it. So they actually went completely zero office space for the past 6 months. Man, I don't know what that noise was.
Sorry, the birds just fly into the windows all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nuts.
It's terrible.
Okay.
Very
so
sad.
Back is what I was saying.
Uh huh.
Energy BDO has completely cut their office space for the past 6 months. And I can show you the graph of exactly how much money they have saved over the past 6 months from not having any office space and just using complete remote workers.
Oh, okay, hold on. So you're telling me they have completely moved out of their office space on Michigan Ave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And everyone is working completely remote?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a great idea when it works, but I'm going to talk to Dave. You know Dave.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's the executive creative director for Energy BBDO.
Uh-huh.
So now that I know this is an option and I can save a lot of money, what exactly are we looking at in terms of price and are there any purchasing requirements?
Yeah, so I completely understand why the purchasing requirements may seem a little confusing.
Mm-hmm.
So typically we have 2 plans that I would consider for RightPoint. There is the business plan and there's the economic plan. And the enterprise plan. The way it works is each plan has a certain amount of hosts. And a host is someone who just runs the video call. So for the business plan, you need a minimum of 10 hosts to meet the purchasing requirement for the business plan. So each host is $20. So for the business plan, the minimum amount of money you can spend is $200 per month for that plan. And for enterprise, it's $20 a host, and you need 100 hosts. So it's a minimum of $2,000 per month.
Hmm.
So pretty much that is how that works out. And you were previously listed on the business plan, and I got right here the plans, all the plans we offer. We offer 4.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a look over these and let me know if you see anything that pops out to you.
Okay, let me look it over. If anything comes to mind, I'll let you know. Yeah, I mean, when I compare the business and enterprise plans here, I feel RightPoint doesn't exactly need the enterprise plan or necessarily would want to spend we definitely don't want to spend the $2,000 per month, right? I mean, we are in the business of saving money here. But however, there are some features of the enterprise plan we would be interested in using for unique situations. Is there any way we could include the 500 participants on a video call or 1,000 participants like that on the enterprise plan at all?
Yeah. So actually, you can do additional purchases for the enterprise plan. Features you get from the enterprise plan. So if you're on the business plan, and every time you want to do a 500-person meeting, they charge you $70 for that meeting. So, and if you ever have need a 1,000-person meeting, they charge you $110 for that personal meeting. So I would only suggest doing that if you are only doing a couple of those meetings a year to really, financially make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, that's understandable. Well, I definitely can see now, that RightPoint could use your service. But the price still is something that it's bugging me, to be honest with you. And it always bugs me to spend money. But I don't think it's anything we could swing at this point.
Okay.
Is there any way we could reduce the price at all?
Yeah. So I've talked so far about monthly costs. There's one way we can knock 20% off the price in total, and that's if you do an annual contract. So you sign up for 1 year, and it automatically cuts 20% off. And like I said earlier, this is a service that will, if you use it correctly, it theoretically will be saving you a lot of money in operating costs. So that's what it can do for you.
So I think I understand. So what we're saying we can get in terms of price is $160 a month if we only have 10 hosts. So practically $16 a person.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I need to talk over the options with all the department heads. me being one of them, but all the other heads. And
You, the CEO, needs to talk with all the heads.
yeah, me, the CEO,
Yeah.
the big guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I need to talk to all the heads, which I do.
Yeah.
And we see what everyone else thinks and what would work best for us.
I mean, I completely understand that. Everyone needs to be on the same page before you make any big purchasing decisions.
Yeah. Well,
Is there any other problems or concerns that, something you want to pick my brain with before we close, or I gotta head out?
when I come, now that I'm thinking about it, I guess one concern that I would have would be hackers.
Okay.
In terms of product, I don't think uncertainty of privacy with your service. I've heard there have been breaches of privacy.
Mm-hmm.
Have any steps been taken to protect against hackers at all?
So I understand why this is a concern of yours, because this is a problem you've actually been facing, and this was occurred because of the rapid growth we have been experiencing. We've had such high demand for our product that we kind of neglected other parts of the business, such as this. And the other reason because of that is because of so much use of internet through quarantine and all companies going online. There was a lot of increase in the hacking. But we recently hired CrowdStrike as this is a cybersecurity service, and they're going to watch over everything. And on top of that, we also have links on our website on how to properly, have your settings set up so you have the most privacy that you would want for the video.
Oh, great. That's very reassuring. We never had any issues when we used the product, but I just wanted to make sure that was taken care of. So good to know that it's been fixed.
Okay. Well, if you got nothing else picking your brain, I'd rather you just get back to work. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
I appreciate that.
I'm going to send you an email tonight just about going over everything we went over, just in case you want to check it again.
Mm-hmm.
And then Monday, what time Monday is good for you?
Looks like I'm open either 11 or 1.
Sometime between 11 and 1?
Yeah.
Okay. How about I call you at 11:30 and we'll go through the purchasing process?
Yeah, I usually take an early lunch, but 11:30 works well. That'd be great. That sounds awesome.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I'll be looking forward to our call, Drew.
Absolutely.
Call you on Monday.
Drake, thanks again for really kind of going over everything with me. I close every business meeting with a kiss.
Man, it's crazy how quick